Australia's National Basketball League is home to some of the most underrated talent in the world of basketball. These players have been tearing it up in the NBL, but for various reasons, they're not getting the recognition they deserve. But it's time they got some recognition and a chance on the biggest stage, the NBA. Let's break down the top 5 NBL players who deserve a chance in the NBA.
Players in double digits on Friday night, Perth. 10 players hit a three-pointer. Cotton inside, gets it to go, and one!
First up, we gotta talk about Bryce Cotton. If you follow the NBL, you already know this guy is a walking, talking, straight-up bucket getter. Bryce Cotton is the star guard for the Perth Wildcats. Not only has Bryce Cotton been dominating the league for years, but in the 2023-2024 season, he averaged 23.5 points, 4.8 assists, and 4.2 rebounds per game, while shooting an impressive 38% from behind the arc. But it's not just about the numbers, it's also about his performance in clutch moments. This is part of the reason why Cotton is a 3-time NBL MVP. His ability to take over games when it matters most and score with ease makes him an easy NBL MVP candidate year after year. At 6'1", his size might raise concerns for some NBA teams, but his quickness, ball handling skills, basketball IQ, and elite scoring ability make him a perfect fit as a spark plug off the bench for any NBA team. Cotton can also help add some quick scoring for any NBA team for times when teams go on scoring droughts. Cotton can be slotted right in and give you some quick buckets to swing the momentum back your way. Cotton would be similar to someone like Peyton Pritchard of the Boston Celtics, or what a player like Patty Mills has been for the past decade and a half, a slightly undersized guard that makes up for his size with his elite scoring skills.
Still good.
Yeah, that had to have been one of the quickest releases I've ever seen.
Yeah. Kendrick Davis
right
down Broadway. He got it. You called it, Drew. A chance to cut it to 2 at the stripe.
Next we have Kendrick Davis, who burst onto the NBL scene with the Cairns Taipans and is currently playing for the Adelaide 36ers. The former Santa Cruz Warrior prospect brought his game to Australia and has made an instant impact. This season, Davis is averaging a solid 25.4 points per game, 7.8 assists per game, and 4.1 rebounds per game, proving he's more than just a scorer. He's a floor general and an overall star. But not only has Kendrick Davis been an absolute star this season for the 36ers, he is also currently second in MVP voting behind none other than Bryce Cotton, who we just talked about. Davis's strength lies in his ability to create on offense for himself and his teammates. With his smooth handles, court vision, and quick first step, Davis could be a great backup point guard in the NBA, especially for teams needing a playmaker and floor general off the bench. One team that I think could take advantage of Davis's abilities is the Brooklyn Nets. If the Nets were to offer Davis a contract, they would have time to let Davis play and grow through his mistakes on the court. Due to the fact that the Nets are in the Cooper flag race at the moment, they wouldn't suffer from Davis adapting and growing on the NBA court.
4.5 to go. Trey Kell from 3. Swish it goes.
At number 3, we've got Trey Kell III. Kell is a two-way threat playing for the Illawarra Hawks. Kell is mostly known for his scoring and knockdown three-point shooting. This season, Kell is averaging 18.4 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 4.2 assists, while shooting a highly consistent 43% from 3. Not only is he deadly from behind the arc, but he is also a versatile guard-forward hybrid who can guard multiple positions and hit shots from anywhere on the court. Kell's size at 6'5" and his defensive instincts make him a perfect candidate for a spot in the NBA. NBA teams are always looking for 3-and-D wings who can consistently knock down perimeter shots, and Kell fits that mold perfectly. If given a chance, he could thrive in a role similar to guys like Bruce Brown or Jayshawn Tate.
Adelaide back to within 4, a little over 2 minutes out from three-quarter time. Have clawed their way back into the equation here as Vasiljevic knocks down the three. It's a one-point game.
Coming in at number 4 is Dejan Vasiljevic, or DJ for short. DJ is a sharpshooter who has been lighting it up from 3 since the beginning of the decade. Vasiljevic began his NBL career playing for the Sydney Kings. In his first 3 years in the NBL with the Kings, DJ averaged 13.7 points, 1.7 assists and 3.5 rebounds a game. Now with the Adelaide 36ers, Vasiljevic has continued to bring his elite scoring ability and precision shooting at an even higher rate by averaging 19.4 points, 2.6 assists and 4.1 rebounds per game over the past 2 seasons, while still shooting a consistent 38% from behind the arc, despite his statistics taking a massive leap. One of the things that makes Vasiljevic special and different to other players around him in the NBL is his off-ball movement. DJ is constantly creating space, not only for himself, but his teammates as well with his movement, making him a nightmare for all 5 defenders on the court. Every NBA team needs floor spacers, elite scorers, and knockdown 3-point shooters, and Vasiljevic has exactly that in his bag. His shooting and movement could make him a valuable role player in the NBA, especially for teams built around spacing out around the perimeter, such as the Boston Celtics or the Golden State Warriors. These teams could use DJ's dead-eye shooting and movement around the perimeter to not only get himself open shots, but also be able to help his teammates around him get open shots as well.
That's right.
And it still counts. There it is off the glass. And what a turnaround, trailed it by 18. And now they only trail it by 1.
I was waiting for it too, Coach, don't worry. McCoy gets around Martin. Harrell comes from the weak side to deny it.
Great weak side help. Good move from McCoy, but again, I know you've got a mismatch, but what they did so well in the first quarter was move the rock.
And this is what has to happen. You got to get this crowd involved. He starts dancing, he starts making layups.
And finally, we've got Montrezl Harrell. That's right, the former NBA Sixth Man of the Year is currently in the NBL, and he's showing he's still got it. Playing for the Adelaide 36ers, Harrell is putting up 20 points and 9.3 rebounds per game, while shooting an efficient 58% from the field. Harrell is also currently 5th in the NBL Most Valuable Player race, proving that he can still dominate down in the paint. He is also proving that he is still a defensive menace anytime he is on the court. In the clips you are watching on screen at the moment, how many of them have been Harrell getting crazy weak side blocks? Let me know down in the comments how many times you have seen him deny the hell out of someone. I'm sure any NBA team would love to have a defensive menace like that on their team. Harrell's energy, physicality, strength and ability to dominate the paint make him a force to be reckoned with. If an NBA team is looking for a veteran big man who can bring toughness and production off the bench, then Harrell is a no-brainer. Not to mention his previous experience in the NBA, meaning he knows what he's doing right from the first day back in the NBA.
Won't matter if they come away with the win.
6.6's lead. Edwards skipping inside. Blocked by Harrell. 5 blocks for Montrez.
It's a monster game.
So there you have it. 5 NBL players who deserve a shot in the NBA. Whether it's because of their scoring, playmaking, or defensive abilities, these guys have the skills to contribute to any NBA roster. What do you think? Did we miss anyone? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching and goodbye.